going on, guys? Welcome back to the Rantin Review Pro Wrestling. We're going to talk today about some news items in the world of pro wrestling and sports entertainment. Some AEW news mainly on this news break, and a little bit of WWE news. This is mostly about contracts and business and stuff like that. So before we get into that, I want to remind you guys I always got some free goodies down for you in the description box below. You want to get some free stocks? Webull, Robinhood, got some links down in the description box for you. It's pretty much like getting free money, so check that out if you're interested. And let's talk about what's going on in the world of pro wrestling and sports entertainment. First off, I gotta say, this one is not much of a surprise. Well, actually, the first two are not a surprise to me. The first one is, after Double or Nothing, we all saw it, the cage match with Adam Copeland and Malachi Black. Adam Copeland did a leap off the top of the cage. We all saw how he hit on his legs. It looked really bad. I commented and thought, like a lot of people, like, dude, you're 50 years old, do not do that. And here we are now today finding out that Copeland, who put out a video about this earlier on social media.
And I got cocky, I guess, is what it really boils down to. And I'm probably a narcissist and egomaniac, and I'll unpack that one day. You know, my brain forgets what my body always seems to remember a little late, is that I'm 50 and I need to make better choices. So my body pulled the emergency brake on me the other night, and I ended up fracturing my tibia, which is going to require surgery. Don't know the time frame on that yet.
But that is a huge blow coming out of a really good show where Adam Copeland had a lot of momentum coming out of that. It was kind of going to be interesting to see if, and I kind of expected that somewhere along the line, probably Buddy Matthews and Brody King were probably going to join and be the new Brood with Adam Copeland. We're not going to know that anytime soon. And of course, there's the status of Malachi Black. A lot of people still speculating about that. So we also have the issue of the TNT Championship, which Adam Copeland is the TNT champion. So something is telling me tournament is on the way. A tournament is coming. We're probably going to get that announcement tomorrow night on Dynamite. Although the problem with that is that they already have a tournament already set up. The Owen Hart tournament's coming up, and the winner of that's going on for both the Queen and King of Hearts. They're going to go on to All In to challenge for the Women's Championship and the Men's Championship, respectively. So some decisions have to be made over in AEW about the future of the House of Black, the future of Adam Copeland, and the future, more immediately, of the TNT Championship. One decision that wasn't so difficult was, again, something that didn't surprise me and probably shouldn't surprise anybody. Mark Henry's contract status with AEW ends today, May the 28th. He did announce this on Busted Open Radio. He will not be renewing with the company. The company will not be renewing with him. He does say it's a mutual beneficial agreement that both sides are leaving on good terms. He wants to focus more on his own projects, markhenry.com. I think he has a foundation that he's involved with as well, and of course being put back on the Legends contract with WWE at some point. So, you know, again, nobody was surprised about this. Mark Henry, every time I see Mark Henry on social media, he's doing more stuff with WWE than he is with AEW. So while this is on the surface in the public a mutual, you know, not a contentious parting of the ways, I do think that the AEW people are kind of like, yeah, Mark, you're not like 100% with us, dude. You're still kind of with WWE, and we're just paying you to say, there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event, which when he first started doing that on Rampage, I thought that's a very clever thing to do as the setup for the main event every week on Rampage. Unfortunately, Rampage is Rampage. So there's an issue with that, but you know, there are no hard feelings from anybody. I don't think anybody should be really upset about this, and I don't think anybody's surprised. And we all wish Mark Henry well. I look forward to seeing what he's going to do with markhenry.com and his foundation. And if he does wind up on a Legends contract in WWE, maybe coming back there, doing stuff with, you know, the Street Profits or anybody else there. He has mentioned them and Bobby Lashley before in interviews. We'll see what happens. One thing that WWE does not have locked down, even though they don't have Mark Henry locked down, but one thing WWE has with the contracts not being locked down is with Becky Lynch. The reports are, or the rumors I should say, are there, as of today, Becky Lynch, for some reason, still has not signed a new deal with WWF or WWE, and her contract expires this weekend. So there's a lot of questions. Now, I don't think anybody should think she's going to AEW. I think Becky Lynch is going to resign. I think this is probably just a money situation with her. And, you know, her, rightfully so, being one of the big stars in the industry, in particular in WWE, she's not as hot as she was a couple years ago, but Becky Lynch is still Becky Lynch. The legacy is already there. She, you know, maybe she's resting on her laurels a little bit, but she has laurels to rest on. Let's put it that way. So that's worth money, and they definitely want to pay her because, you know, she can play the card. You know, hey, Sasha is over there in AEW, yeah, then Tony Khan just throws away money. So, you know, you guys better give me some money, or I don't think WWE wants that. I think at this point in time, they have so much momentum in this war, not war between them and AEW, which really isn't a war, but whatever. The war is really with the public perception, and mostly the public perception on the internet. Is it really worth it to win that public perception on the internet? Yes and no, but I even think just for pride's sake and just to keep the set together, you don't want Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch broken up. There are a lot of split couples in wrestling. There's some, apparently all the guys are in AEW and all the women are in WWE. But, you know, Seth and Becky being both in WWE, I think that's better for, you know, obviously that's good for them, and it's good for the company and good for everything else and good for future storylines. They've done some storylines with them in the past. Although, as I just said that, most of the men are in AEW and the women are in WWE. If there is a split in this couple, you know, Becky Lynch is the man, so, you know, it would make sense if she went up in AEW. But again, I wouldn't put too much stock into that. I don't think she's going anywhere. I think, again, this is just about money. One other little note as far as women wrestlers are concerned, Tay Melo has said she's still a couple more months away from being cleared to get back in the ring. So what's going on with her and Sammy Guevara? They just had a child. Congratulations to them. It was a couple months ago. But Sammy has not been on since that whole fiasco with Jeff Hardy and all of that stuff, which is kind of interesting. And Tay, she's still out for a while, but obviously, you know, she's not cleared to wrestle yet. So we'll see when and if the couple, one of the most irritating couples in wrestling last year, if they are going to make their return to AEW at some point in time in 2024. It looks like it might be late 2024 if we see Tay Melo or Sammy Guevara in AEW, if we see them at all. So who knows on that. But that's the quick news break for today. Yes, I know, for those of you who keep asking about the Best of the Super Juniors, I will be reviewing New Japan's Best of the Super Juniors. At this point in time, I think I'm probably just going to wait to the finals right before Dominion, and I'm going to do a review of because I've already recorded like 20 minutes of a review of the tournament so far, and every time I go to put it up, I keep forgetting a new night is on, so all the information's outdated. So I'm going to wait until the tournament is over after the finals, and we will have a review then for this year's edition of Best of the Super Juniors. But as far as the stories about Becky Lynch, Tay Melo, Adam Copeland's injury, Mark Henry leaving AEW, I want to know what you guys think. Leave a comment in the comment box below. Until next time, I will see you guys here for more news, rumors, and commentary on a Rantin Review Pro Wrestling. Have a good day.